Photoshop's just released its latest beta app, and one app in particular is the famous Generative Fill. In other words, Photoshop has now released the AI functionality that allows us to manipulate our images in some truly remarkable ways. And in this video I'm going to show you a few examples of this and how to use the Generative Fill. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them below. I tend to reply within a few minutes to a couple of hours. And if you enjoy this video, go ahead and click the like button and follow this channel. In the description below, you'll find a link that will take you to this page. First, you want to go ahead and click the Try in the Photoshop Beta app, and this will open up a pop-up for your Creative Cloud desktop app. Go ahead and click Open Creative Cloud Desktop, and it should start downloading. Wait for it to finish downloading, and then click the Open button. Once inside the Beta Photoshop app, everything looks pretty similar apart from this little pop-up here. This is where we actually do most of the magic, or where we start playing around with the Generative Fill. For the sake of this video, I've actually already found some images that we're going to play around with, so let's get started. Right here we have a photo of a forest, and let's say we wanted to add some fish into this water. So I'm going to go ahead and select my selection tool, going to create a little rectangle right here, and I'm going to say a shark swimming, and then do generate. Depending on your computer and its capabilities, it can take anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute. And just like that, we have a shark swimming in the water. It generates 3 different images for us, which you can see by using these arrows here, or the variation options here. So this is image 1, this is image 2, and this is image 3. I actually like image 2, so this is the one I'm going to go with. Now, what's fun here is if we select the image and move it around, you can see it's actually created the perfect blending of the environment it's around. So I'm just going to go ahead and press Ctrl Z and bring that back to life. Let's go ahead and do something else. So in the background here, I'm going to go ahead and maybe add a bear to the situation. A black bear standing, and do generate. And we have that bear in the background. Let's quickly see if there's anything else. I actually like picture number 3, so we're going to leave it there. And finally, let's go ahead and add some birds. Birds flying, and do generate. We now have a picture of a bird. Let's go ahead and see what else there is. And I like number 2. What's absolutely crazy about this is that it includes shadows and a little bit of depth, and the detail of everything is pretty clean. For a beta version, they've actually done a pretty good job. Moving on to picture 2, we're going to explore some of the other things that we can do, such as removing things from the image. Let's say we wanted to remove this person. Now, usually we would have to use the clone tool to start replicating the background and all the things that are going to be missing from the picture. But using Generative Fill, we can highlight the area around the person and then just do Generate Fill, and we're going to leave this blank, and it should understand that because we've left it blank, we actually just want it to fill the area. And now it's filled the area. So let's just see what the other variations are. I think number 2 is the best and most accurate variation, and if you don't like any of these but you want to play around before you delete something, it actually creates a brand new layer for you, so you can always just revert back to however you want. But that has done a pretty good job. Let's say you don't like what this person is holding. Again, you can select the object, click generate, and then replace it with, let's say, a red and blue rugby ball, and do generate. And now it's replaced it with a rugby ball. Let's say we don't like the tattoo on this person. Just select the object, generate, and then generate. And again, that tattoo has just vanished. And let's say finally we actually want someone else there. So we're going to highlight, we're going to generative, and we're going to say a poodle wearing a top hat, and do generate. Done a poodle. The hat's not great, but let's have a look. Okay, so number 2 is definitely the best, but that's pretty cool. Moving on to image number 3, I'm going to show you how we can completely replace background really easily. So on our little bar here, we're going to select subject, and how it's selected the entire picture. Now it's missed out a few areas, so on my keyboard I'm just going to do shift and then just highlight this bit, and that looks good enough for what we want. Now we need to inverse this selection, So on our little bar, we'll select the invert selection, and now that's inverted it, so it's selected the background and not the subject. We'll click Generative Fill, and we're going to say a beach with a sunset. And it's done a pretty decent job. We still have a few elements that would need cleaning up, but overall, that's actually pretty cool, especially since this image has been created using AI. Let's just switch between, and that's really cool. It's even got elements of the sand right here going over the pour. One final thing before we finish this video, if you are looking to learn more about AI and business automation for your business, I invite you to join brainyautomations.com, which is my own new community where I do video training, I showcase new things, and I just show you how you can free up 80 to 90% of your time by automating tedious tasks out the window. I'm currently running a $1 deal just so you can see what it's all about, and I'll leave this link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.